What's going on, man? It's your boy Q, man. BMG Black Movement Group, man.
It's your boy Cal, man, KC Note, BMG representative.
I call this Conversation with the World, man. I plan on giving y'all this every week, or every other week at the latest, maybe on Sundays. Just informing y'all on stuff y'all probably won't know. I got a few notes plan on touching, so if I look down, that's why. Our main topic today is culture, man. Culture. It's reparations are now a necessity, man. If you don't know what reparations mean, to me I mean changes and switch ups. Our culture has been stolen from us and exploited. You know what I'm saying? And people get rich off of it, but us. So everyone else has their own culture. You know what I'm saying? But we don't. It's our main culture today will be our genius. We have a genius of creating things like music, dance, the way we wear our clothes, slang. That's ours, but everything we make, people take and get rich off of it. Everything we come up with. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
And that's because we integrate. And integrate means filleting yourself and letting people just come and say, here, come on and take whatever. You know what I'm saying? That's what we do.
Yep. And another thing, as far as the music, which is very important as far as the black community right now, a lot of people will blame, music on a lot of stuff that happens. It's a lot of crime, especially within the black community, that say, oh, it's the music. They look right to the music. You know what I'm saying? Especially with hip hop. It's like with hip hop in the 90s era, if you do your history and you look back, music in the 90s was totally different than it is now. And what I'm talking about is substance, as well as the lyrics, stuff back then is not really important as it is now. And for instance, like Tupac, if you really look back to what he was talking about, it's very relevant, to the problems of today. Queen Latifah, these people. But it was like with Tupac, the stuff he was rapping about wasn't mainstream. It wasn't what the market would want to be putting out there, because he was actually trying to educate us and tell us, what's going on, what we couldn't see. And they tried to make it seem like such a threat. So, they didn't want the people to know that. So they try to make Tupac this negative image, in the media. So.
Right. Don't be scared of the time that we're blogging. It's gonna be a little lengthy because it's a lot to talk about. So don't be afraid of it. But music like jazz, gospel, blues, that was ours. Now that's now $103 million industry, and blacks get less than 1% from it. And it's something we created. Even Hispanics, they take African music and modern day black music and mix it and call it Latino beat. It's just like, if anybody know who Elijah McCoy is, he's the one who made the lubricating cup for trains. That's a different story. But my whole thing is, he had many inventions, and some white man took it from him, and he didn't get a patent for it. The white man did. And that's kind of what goes on today, man. And
another thing with the music is I got a quote. It says, hip hop revolved around a culture of protest and freedom of expression in the wake of oppression suffered by African Americans. So hip hop wasn't normally set out to be this negative, to be, I'm gonna shoot him, I sell this and that. It was our story. It was our struggle. It was talking about what the normal black person goes through day to day. This is what hip hop was set out to be. This is what hip hop was about. You know what I'm saying?
Nowadays it's ridiculous. We got our bees in the trap, 2 Chainz, same damn time. Come on, man. Think about it. I coach second grade AAU. I asked all of them who Martin Luther King was. They said they just know he died. All of them. That's exactly what they said. I quoted. But I say 2 Chainz and they say true and all this. This is ridiculous. And the image, I don't look at rap as, I look at it as like a character. If you don't stand for nothing, it's ridiculous. You know, a little kid, 7 years old, grow up listening to this. We react to that as a culture. So if we hear this negative stuff, we don't have a choice but to portray it in our own selves. You know, little kids don't really need to see that type of stuff. You know what I'm saying? Cooking dope on the phone at the same day. That's not nothing no one really wants to hear or should be hearing.
Yeah, and if you look at the artists like Talib Kweli, Common, Nas, just think about it. How looked down upon these artists are. If I was to go up to, let's say, an average black man in America, and I bring up Nas or Common, they like, man, he too deep. I don't mess with him like that. He's just too deep. You know what I'm saying? And they call those artists, artists like J. Cole, Kendrick Lamar. These are alternative underground hip hop artists. And these are artists that refuse to conform to traditional stereotypes, selling dope to selling the bricks to I smash her and her. They call this alternative underground hip hop. This is what hip hop normally was, with the lyrics and everything. And people try to make lyrics, you know what I'm saying, not important, but that's very important. That's a very important aspect of hip hop. You know what I'm saying? Because that's actually telling the story. You know what I'm saying? It's not just the beat. Like Pac said, you know, just don't listen to the beat. Actually listen to what, you know what I'm saying, the person is saying. It's actually like a lesson. You know what I'm saying?
And that go back to our culture. You know, that's us. Rap music, that's us. And music needs substance nowadays. Like, okay, Juneteenth. We distorted the image of rap now. Now let's go to Juneteenth. Okay, Juneteenth started as a celebration in Galveston, Texas in 1865. It was a sort of a celebration when we so-called got free. When the word got around that we so-called were free now. You know, black people celebrated that. And that's what that day stands for. Look at it today. It's not that no more. You know, it's fights. People don't go to Juneteenth. And believe it or not, it's a reason behind all that. But that just shows you how it has been distorted to total opposites. You know what I mean? So pay attention, man.
Yeah, just really open your eyes to see. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people don't. You know what I'm saying? A lot of people our age. You know what I'm saying? We try to be conscious because we want stuff to change. We want it to change. And we know a lot of y'all listen to music, but just try something. You know what I'm saying? Go to YouTube, type in Queen Latifah. You know, type in Tupac. You know, type in, see what these people is actually talking about. You know, because the stuff they said then is still pretty relevant now. You know what I'm saying? The problems that black people face and what we go through and how looked down upon on that we are. You know what I'm saying? So just the information is there. You know what I'm saying? Just take some time. You know, take some time and actually learn who you are. Because hip hop is I mean, it's universal. It's a white thing, it's a black thing, but mainly it's a black thing, because if you just hear what they're talking about, you know what I'm saying? So just take time.
We going amongst 9 minutes now. We know people scared of knowledge, so we gon' that's what it's gonna be, man. BMG, Black Movement Group, man.
Hit us up, man. Hit us up. Join the movement, man. BMG, baby. BMG.
It's a movement, man, for sure. So just pay attention, man. Next week, I'm gonna touch on the Emancipation Proclamation, but that's just keep being tuned in, man. It's a lot in store for y'all, man. BMG, we out. Respect.